Form 5472 is an information tax return that must be filed by reportable corporations that have reportable transactions with related parties. A reporting corporation is generally a U.S. corporation that is 25% foreign owned, or a foreign corporation that is engaged in a trade or business in the U.S. In Part 1, you have basic information about the reporting corporation, such as its name, address, employer identification number, total assets, and business activity. On line 1F, you list the total payments made or received as reported on this 5472. Note that a separate Form 5472 is required for each related party that there are reportable transactions. For example, if a reporting corporation has reportable transactions with two related parties, then two Forms 5472 should be filed, one for each of the related parties. Line 1G asks how many Forms 5472 are being filed by the reporting corporation, and line 1H asks for the total payments made or received for all 5472s. If the reporting corporation is part of an affiliated group filing a U.S. consolidated tax return, then a consolidated Form 5472 can be filed by the group. You list the country of incorporation, the country where the reporting corporation files its tax return as a resident, and the principal country where it conducts business. On line 2, you check the box if the reporting corporation had a 50% or greater foreign shareholder. Part 2 needs to be completed only by U.S. corporations. Foreign corporations engaged in a trade or business in the United States can skip Part 2 entirely. The term 25% foreign owned can be a bit misleading. To be considered 25% foreign owned, the U.S. corporation must have at least one direct or indirect 25% foreign shareholder. If a U.S. corporation were owned 20% each by 5 foreign persons that were unrelated to each other, you might think that the U.S. corporation would be 25% foreign owned, but it wouldn't be because it doesn't have a 25% foreign shareholder. A reporting corporation can have direct foreign shareholders and indirect foreign shareholders. On lines 1 and 2 of Part 2, you list the basic information about the direct 25% foreign shareholders, and on lines 3 and 4, you list the basic information about the ultimate indirect 25% foreign shareholders. Revenue Procedure 91-55 has some examples of situations of direct 25% foreign shareholders and ultimate indirect 25% foreign shareholders. Part 3 of Form 5472 lists the information about the related party for which there were reportable transactions. As mentioned before, a separate Form 5472 is prepared for each related party that there are reportable transactions. This Part 3 identifies which related party the 5472 is being filed for. Parts 4 and 5 are completed only for reportable transactions with foreign-related parties. If the transactions are with U.S.-related parties, you still need to file Form 5472, but you do not need to list the amounts in Parts 4 or 5. Reportable transactions include transactions that are taken into account in computing taxable income of the reportable corporation and also amounts loaned or borrowed between the reportable corporation and related parties. Neither dividends paid by the reporting corporation nor equity contributions into the reporting corporation are reportable transactions. In Part 4, you list the monetary transactions between the reporting corporation and the foreign related party. For Part 5, you attach a statement reporting non-monetary and less than full consideration transactions between the reporting corporation and the foreign related party. Part 6 has some additional questions that need to be answered by all reporting corporations. For additional information about the requirements to file Form 5472, you may want to check out the flowchart at taxcharts.com, which deals with the requirements to file Form 5472.